What was the last name? Lechuga. Really? Lechuga.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Lechuga. Good morning. So you're charged with displaying a fictional license as a plate, right?
That's it?
You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 7, 2025.
6 months in jail just for a license plate? You heard that right. This isn't just a paperwork issue. Faking or misusing tags can signal deeper trouble. Ever wondered why courts treat it so seriously? Drop your thoughts below.
Currently 6:32 a.m. An officer observed a vehicle with expired registration as of June 2021. A traffic stop was initiated. The officer ran the license plate and it returned to a different vehicle. The officer made contact with the defendant, the sole occupant, and the defendant stated he purchased the vehicle 7 months ago and had not been able to register the vehicle due to long work hours. The defendant was detained and the defendant stated he had already received a citation for displaying a fictitious license plate by the—
Wait, so he already got busted for the same plate 2 months ago, and he's back again? This is starting to feel like Groundhog Day, except with bail conditions instead of Bill Murray.
Port Police Department in January of this year.
Okay. Can you run his license, please? Does he have a license? Mr. Lechuga, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I am placing conditions on your bond now that you are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, car insurance. God forbid you get into an accident and you maim someone and they come after you and sue you for $50,000. You got to hire a lawyer. You'll never crawl out of that hole. That's why you get car insurance, because they're not on purpose, they're accidents for a reason. When you have insurance, they represent you, they'll get a lawyer for you. That's why you need it. If you don't have it, don't drive. Do you understand?
The driver's license is eligible.
Okay. So as long as you have those two, you may continue to drive. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Casanova Mission. They'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. She tells you that you pick up a new case, you start acting a fool in the free world, I will take it away from you. All right, I'll have you sign a resale with Victoria and then we'll get you out of here. Thank you.
There's no driving affidavit?
Just can you file conditions no driving without insurance?
Yeah.
We'll have you sign these conditions and then you're free to go. States condition. You are on bond for an assault case that have taken off on us at least 3 different times.
Where it escalates. Failure to ID while being a fugitive. And he gave his twin brother's info? Bold move. But legally, that's a ticking time bomb. Would you have spotted the lie if you were the officer?
And now you've picked up a new case. You were charged with failure to identify oneself while being a fugitive from justice. On that case, you're now facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
On March 7, 2025, at approximately 4:44 p.m., an officer observed a vehicle with expired registration as of December 2024. A traffic stop was initiated. The officer made contact with the defendant, the driver, who advised did not have any form of ID on his person and provided his name as Daniel Esamia, date of birth April 24th, 1998. The officer did a search and saw the defendant did not resemble the Texas driver's license that came up for Daniel Esamia. The officer got a hit for David Esamia, the defendant's real name, and saw there was an outstanding warrant. The Texas driver's license photo for David Esamia resembled the defendant. The officer utilized mobile APIS and confirmed that the defendant was David Esamia. The defendant admitted to providing the officer with his twin brother's information instead of his own due to the open warrant.
This judge is not here for your excuses. No license, no insurance, you're not driving, period. Notice how he lays down real-world consequences, lawsuits, debt, and lawyers you can't afford. It's tough love Texas style.
Do you see if he has a license? Can you check, please?
Yeah, it's ineligible, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Esamia, I'm going to have you sign an affidavit with me today. I don't give a rat's behind what is going on in your life. If you don't have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, you are not to drive. And if I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have a lawyer, Mr. Esamia.
No, sir.
I'm going to appoint you a lawyer today. Your assault case is 1,000 days old. We are going to figure out what happens with this case today. Can you appoint him a lawyer, please? If this case gets reset today, you will get an ankle monitor, and I'm going to send you for a drug test right now. I want to ensure that you're not using anything as well. You know what? Let's just do that now. Police, if you can send him, please.
Get 50 days to clean up or it's game over. Judges often balance second chances with zero tolerance for games. He's been burned before, and now he's watching everything from GPS to drug screen.
If you fail to take the test, if you fail to come back, I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have hair falling out. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The next time you take off on me and fail to come to court, so help me on those bonds. Do you understand?
Yes.
Take a seat for me.
Mr. Esamia, can you hear me? Judge, any
Positive for what?
THC, Judge.
No more.
Yes,
You are
sir.
not allowed to use. It is a condition of your bond. I will give you up to 50 days, and I'm going to test you again. If I find that you continue to use, I will put you in jail.
Yes, sir.
No more PR bonds for you.
Yes, sir.
You take off on me again, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I put a GPS monitor on him, and I've given him a curfew because he's taken off on us many, many times. His case is 1,000 days old, so I'll give you a reset. But I think that we were waiting on. Is discovery complete on the assault case?
It says the only outstanding thing is photo from the complainant.
Okay, if you can please
Yes.
get that.
And just for the record, I was just appointed today. Okay,
I'll give you time.
thank you.
Sure. I'm gonna test you like crazy.
Yes,
Just
sir.
get ready.
I'm working.
I just need- It's on your ball.
Yes, sir. Understand.
It's your responsibility to stay in touch with her too. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging, likewise,
Yes, sir.
jail you will go.
Understand.
All right.
And
Okay, Ms. Tichy.
Yes, Judge, we've had a long talk this morning.
Good.
And he was really good about communicating earlier.
And,
Okay.
for my
Yes.
curfew, I work a night shift. I work 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So
Judge, can it change to allow him to work?
I want proof. Show me proof. You're not gonna take your word for it.
Right, but she'll send it to me, and by Monday I'll bring it in, and you'll adjust. Does he need to be here if you're gonna adjust the curfew, or can I just come show you?
I want bring me legitimate proof and we can
And then we'll talk.
And then, but remember, the GPS monitor tells me exactly where you go
yes, sir.
at all times. So if you deviate,
This working back. Yes, sir.
all right. Okay.
I'll get the proof, Judge. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have a seat.
Good morning, Mr. Goff. The reason that we took you into custody now is because you were on deferred for an aggravated assault of a family member. It looks like that's in warrant status now, and no bond actually. With us, you've picked up a possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 5th, 2025, at approximately 11:50 p.m., an officer observed a vehicle parked in a handicapped parking space with no displayed license plate or placard, and then leave the parking lot. The vehicle had expired registration as of July 2024. A traffic stop was initiated. The defendant was the driver, and he was ID'd by his Texas ID card. The officer observed the strong odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle, and the defendant admitted to being in possession of several small plastic bags of marijuana under the driver's seat. A probable cause search was conducted, and 4 bags were located under the driver's seat, 0.154 ounces.
All right, Mr. So he doesn't have a license, correct?
His driver's license is eligible, Your Honor.
Mr. Goff, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm not putting any conditions on your bond now. Just behave. That's all I'm asking you to do. You know, you're on felony probation. You're supposed to have a halo over your head, you know? When you don't, bad things happen, as you now see. Can you go?
10 people running, one with a gun, and he's 19. The officer finds the weapon, and he admits to it. This isn't just a legal violation, it's a life crossroads. What would you say to a 19-year-old in this moment?
Go ahead and appoint him a lawyer now. So I'm going to appoint your lawyer so that you can speak to someone. We'll take you into custody now. You'll probably hit felony court Monday, and then we'll just give you a reset of like a week or two to figure out what happens. Okay? All right, man. Good luck. Good morning, Mr. Martin. Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 8th, 2025, officers were dispatched to a weapons call at 821 Custer Street in Harris County, Texas. The caller stated that there were about 10 people fighting, and the caller saw a gun. The officer observed a multitude of people walking from the street into the property and saw the defendant fitting the description as the person with the gun. The officer approached the defendant, and he admitted to having a gun on his person. Upon the frisk, the officer found the outline of a firearm in a crossbody bag on the defendant's person. The officer removed the handgun from the bag. The defendant is 19 years old.
You doing wrong? Hold on. All right, I'm going to find no probable cause in your case, Mr. Martin. Be careful. You know, you're 19. You have a gun. God forbid you use it. Put yourself in such a deep hole.